Righto. Hope this will work and hope you guys can see me. Try to get into position before I start driving. Righto. Now I'm free to talk. TK from ArchiEvo. Yay! I am on my way to have lunch with my family, with my mom. She just called me last minute. I was supposed to see her tomorrow and just have dinner tomorrow, but she called me and we decided to have lunch together instead of meeting up tomorrow. So I'm going now, leaving now. And I am hungry as well. I need to eat. So I thought I'm driving, so I just bring my camera with me. I'm gonna test this GoPro out because it's sexy, it's awesome. It's my new toy. And I just pressed the record button and I talk shit as always. But I've been listening to a lot of motivational videos. So not in a in every person's perspective on what they think about, what's become successful people, what their habits are, and their thinking is very, very, it's out of 3D dimensional. Just it's not a, how can I call this? They took a very different path to everybody, and that's what makes them very unique, right? So the channel that I always go, this is on YouTube and it's always there. The channel that I go to is called Chase Jarvis. He's a photographer, but what he does is that he interviews a lot of successful people. A great name such as Richard Branson. He's kind of my inspiration why I want to become an entrepreneur. In the future, I would love to start something, right? And Chase Jarvis interviewed Richard Branson, and I'm like, oh. And I checked it out, and the interview was really, really, it's very done well in a way that it just gets out. There's no bullshit. Everything is just out there. Questions and questions, what they struggled and what they outcome, and imagining that all successful people will go through. We think that they're so perfect. Everything is so perfect. I'm not like that. So no, they had a tough time too. They had a lot of failures. So Chase Jarvis YouTube videos, it's called Chase Jarvis 30 Days of Genius. I follow that and it's really good. It just kind of makes me focus on, this is what I wanted to do. Keeps me motivated as well. Like, sometimes I get too tired and I'm like, I don't want to do anything. Put that video on and I'm like, I'm hyped up again. Like, I want to do something in my life, So I've been listening to that a lot. For more than a week, and it's been really good. That my thinking have changed a lot. That it's become makes me think that I need to gain a good habits. That's why I started doing all this kind of breathing exercise in the morning, getting up early, try to do something in the morning. Even my posture and everything that I wanted to. That I think of, I wanted to try. So that inspired me that I will want to do something, even the small things. I've been listening to a lot of people when Chase Jarvis asks questions, and like Tim Ferriss, Lewis Holmes, and even Richard Branson, and any other people, everybody has a common kind of thinking of what is it to become successful. And the first thing that I notice is that everybody has a positive habits that will make themselves better, and they just do it naturally. And at the beginning they're like, I'm so lazy, I don't want to do this, but they do it slowly, little by little, and it became into their system, and their way of doing business and the way they do things and become creative have changed a lot for them. And they give the reason why. most common thing that I heard is just the habits are the most, it saves our lives. And what it does is, if I gain a positive habits, because I do have a bad habits, getting up late really bad, I'm sleeping bad, having back pains, having headaches, and those kind of little things. That little things like that can be solved when I change my lifestyle, right? And to change my lifestyle, I need to have a habit that, not the current habit that I am in, but actually changing, tweaking a little bit to make myself better. So waking up early, what does it affect me? Well, of course I'm tired, but by doing breathing and by doing a bit of meditation could help me to become a better person. So I can think straight, I feel the day is much longer, and I feel actually more active and happy in the morning, and I can actually have a proper breakfast. I used to skip breakfast all the time, and I know myself it's bad, but I'm very, very lazy, and I cannot give you a solid answer why I didn't do it. Like, I know I keep hearing people, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. So I know that, but I don't do it. I need to change that. There's a times that yes, it will be hard. Like for example, today I was supposed to get up at 6:30 in the morning and do my breathing, but I actually decided to say, look, I'm having a massive headache in the morning. I said, I don't know what this caused a massive headache, but I cannot get up. So I'll give myself another hour sleep. And I got up at 7:30. I was still having a little bit of headache, but that headache didn't stop me to get up and do a bit of breathing. So, look, okay, 7:30, I'm like a bit tired, and I tried to oh, my headache and blah blah blah. Alright, I'm gonna get my ass off. So I stood the fuck up, went to this nice quiet room, dim room, and started doing breathing, 3 sessions. And each session I did, my headaches have kind of wear off, and I'm completely fine now. I'm like, what is the headache one? I don't even know. I don't even remember I had a headache this morning. But when I think about it, every session kind of eased off my headache, and by the 3rd session, by the end, I'm like completely out. I'm awake. I'm ready to take a shower and start my day, have breakfast, and upload some videos that I took yesterday, and then do a bit of a small editing and upload it on YouTube and those kind of little things, right? And I started to become more productive in the morning, and I thought, okay, I'm doing this and everything in the morning. I checked the time, and it's like 10 o'clock. Oh, it's only still 10 o'clock. Wow. Because usually in my lifestyle before, right, I usually get up about 11, 12. It's really bad. 11, 12, and then I get so dozy, I get so lazy, and the first thing I do, I'm like, I don't feel like eating, I don't feel productive. And by the time when I realized it's 6 o'clock in the evening already, I was like, wow, the day went so fast. I don't feel like it's a weekend. But today I did stuff, and it's only 1:20 p.m. I'm heading to lunch. I feel that I'm so much active and feel the day is much longer, and I feel like I'm living. Even the simple things like that can actually change my life. And that's the thing. Feeling good equals makes me feel productive, and makes me feel that I need to do something, equals I can actually achieve something. Rather than being lazy all the time, and equals, I'm like, I don't want to do anything. Equals, yeah, I'm not accomplish anything. I don't even feel like I don't want to do any video blogging. I don't even feel like I want to buy GoPro. That kind of thing comes in, and that becomes a habit. I hate it. I really hate it. I know myself. I hate it. I know myself. I need to change. And I know the first couple of days, I'm still struggling now. The first couple of days, it will be a big challenge for me, technically for me, because I need to kind of switch my lifestyle to like 180 degrees, even more, 360 degrees to become better, right? So for a lot of people might say, oh TK, that's so easy, what are you doing? I do that every day. It's like yeah, okay, yeah, I congratulate you for doing that, that's good, but I am not you. And it's okay you're saying that to me, but please understand my perspective. I am living the lifestyle like this for 12 months now. To change that, it's completely hard, but it is possible to change. You just need to have a bit of a motivation. That's why I keep listening to this motivational video. It makes me realize that, all right, I'm gonna get up in the morning, all right, I'm gonna do this, you know. I want to be like him, and I want to be like Tim Ferriss, I want to be like Chase Jarvis, I want to be like Richard Branson, I want to be like blah blah blah. The best way is actually to learn their lifestyle and how they do things, because when you copy them on how they live, you will adopt to them, and well, you get adopted, and eventually you will be living like them. Not necessarily the things that you do or I do is different to them, but the lifestyle will be similar, and there is some common sense of similar kind of a common sense that you can share, you know. For example, maybe in future, like if I'm fortunate to have an interview with Tim Ferriss or Chase Jarvis or Richard Branson or anybody else who is very successful, I remember this, I can share my story that this is what I did to become sitting down with you, talking with you, and I'll feel very happy. Even though things that I do, you know, it's completely different, but I believe the lifestyle we're in, I think we are similar. And I'm not there yet. I don't want to be in there yet. That's why this blogging thing keeps me reminding myself to do this all the time, right? So habits are a really big important thing. It really is. That's why I downloaded this app called Habit. I'll post it up. I'll post it up in YouTube videos, and I'll post it up in this description, whatever. But I'm starting to use that. So I put it down on the list. Say, for example, every morning I get up, breathing, and take a cold shower. Okay, that's one in checklist. After that, I will eat breakfast. I said, okay, I'll put that in the checklist. After that, there's multiple habits that you can actually put in, but I try to be realistic here. So, video blogging, try to do it every day. Okay, so okay, I'll put that in the habit. Cooking, because going out and spending out and eat costs a lot of money. It does, but I know that I can cook, but I can be lazy sometimes. I don't want to change that. So I want to change that. So I decided to, let's say, let me try cook for 2-3 times a week, twice a week, minimum twice a week. Let's try to do that. So I cooked 2 days ago, and I have a lot of leftovers, so I don't have to cook for like 2-3 days. So after that, finish my leftovers, I can cook again. Smart thinking, eh? So, yeah, there's many things like that, right? So like even simple thing as watch 30 minutes of motivational video from from whoever, doesn't really matter. I'm Chase Jarvis because I'm really hooked into it, but maybe I'll find something else. So those kind of little habits, once I completed it, all I gotta do is say, I've done that in my app, and by the end of the month I will be able to see my percentage of how much I have done, how much I've accomplished, how much I have been lacking. Okay, so those kind of little things I gotta do. Everybody, when I listen to them, right? So I'm out of the topic of habit now. And what I've noticed from them is there's no such thing as perfect world. They actually struggle more than us. They actually did, because they're doing something completely different to our lives. It's not like us that we go, it's not like us that we go work 9 to 5 and make mistakes in the world that is common for us, and gain experience, and we get higher ranks, and eventually we became, I don't know, a corporate mistake that everybody will have to go through in our lives, right? Like if you're an accountant, doesn't matter what profession you are, you make mistakes. Calculation mistakes, engineering, calculation mistakes on the structure, anything. But you gain from it, right? And you gain confidence from it. So you're like, great. But I sense that their mistakes are much, much bigger than ours, because it's a path that they don't take. It's a path that, because I don't want to be like I am now, working 9 to 5, I feel miserable, I don't feel like I'm gaining lifestyle that I want to gain, blah 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 blah. So what they do, they just took another different path. A different path that it is unpredictable. That there are some people that will disagree you, there's people that will agree you, and there's people that cannot give you any solid feedback, because not a lot of people will have that knowledge in that path, which I am trying to go into that path at the moment, because I believe I don't want to get stuck on where I am. Personally, I have great respect to my dad, and he is the most influenced guy in my lifestyle. My dad was having a lifestyle of just work. Goes to work every 7 in the morning, comes back home about 8 o'clock at night, and goes to work Monday to Saturday. And he's an engineer. Now, I respect that. He's doing that because he wants to support the family. He's doing that because he wants to be worthy. I say, look, I have nothing to agree. I have nothing to argue with that. It's your belief, but my belief is, I think in our lives there is more than actually just work. Yes, we need to work. We need to work hard. That is unavoidable. But you gotta think, and I'm thinking, but why am I working for? Am I working because of the money? Well, money is important, but earning money is, for me, is, yes, it feels good the money comes in, but it doesn't feel good if the money doesn't go out, because you feel stuck, right? So that's where I'm at. That's why I wanted to try something out. I want to do something. I am receiving income, but I'm not spending it. I thought that, saving money might be a good thing, and by the future, if something happened, I can use that money. I said, you know what? That's shit. That's fucked up, because I don't even know what's gonna happen in 2-3 years, and I don't want to be stuck. I was like, fuck it. In October, I'm going diving with my mates. In December, I am shit scared of snowboarding, but I'm gonna give it a fucking try and try to share a story. If I love it, I'll do it. If I fail, I want to come back again and do it again. I want to be that kind of person, right? And I don't want to just feel stuck just doing work all the time. So what they did, I have ADD. What they did, they realized that was kind of problem that, yes, money is important, but I'm living a life that I want to live, and I'm not worried about money anymore. I am actually spending time that I want to live. So I want to be like that. I want to be able to get up in the morning, go for a run, feel good, have some tea, have some coffee, whatever, and start my day from there and do something new, do something that I love, rather than go to work, come back home, feel tired, feel miserable, just eat and go to sleep and repeat. Well, I believe that that's the society that we are actually living. That's what I see in the office at the moment. I see people having habits. They're going to surf in the morning before they go to work, or those kind of things. Actually, it's good. I would love to have that, but that's their way of doing things, right? And actually, I wanted to do that too. I want to get up early in the morning. If I love surfing, if I start to learn how to surf, go surfing. It's really good. Oh, the waves are shit actually. We didn't go. Oh, I met this chick at the beach, but we didn't go to surf, but we just had a chit chat. Those kind of little things. I have some story to share, rather than being boring. Good morning. How's your weekend? Yeah, I didn't do much. Boring. I don't wanna be that kind of person. I want to be able to share a story that. How's your weekend? Yeah, it was good. I actually got up every morning. I got up in the morning and did some breathing. It makes a lot of big difference. It's really good. I'm gonna do that from now on. Makes a big difference. Again, off the track. The reason why it's very inspirational because I think that way too, but I don't know how to take that path to become them. And I know that I cannot start from nothing, but they did the same too. They listened to other people, they got inspired by other people, they copy other people, they studied at people, and they learned their lifestyle and they adapted to themselves. And I think that's the best way to gain your own unique personality, to become better at yourself. I think I'm not expert at this. I'm still finding answers because this is a journey for me. I'm not successful. I'll personally tell you I'm not successful. I just finished my bachelor. I just got a full-time job position, which I'm very honored and I'm very passionate about it, which is good. And I'm not gonna change that. I love doing what I do. But there's more than that, There's nothing wrong to travel. There's nothing wrong to explore new things. There's nothing wrong to take a little bit of risk that excites me more in my life, like skydiving. I'm shit scared just imagining me doing skydiving, right? I hate heights. I really hate heights. I fucking hate it. I fucking hate it. Right. But just thinking about in the end of that skydiving, reach to the ground with my camera, and I'm going berserk. I'm like, wow. And by the end, I'm like, fuck yeah, I've done that shit. I'll be like, that's a story that I can tell. It's a lifestyle that everybody needs to. I believe that everybody needs to understand that there is more than that. Doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter if I'm 25, turning 26 this year. But if you're more mature than me, I believe that there's never too late. Never too late. If you believed in something, there's always out there. In your conditions that you are currently in. If you are in a third world country, I wasn't rich. For example, if you're in a third world country and you want to get out of that kind of a situation and become more successful, there's always a way. There's always a pathway, and to believe is to not to give up. It's the simple thing to say, not to give up. Well, it is easy to say, but it's really hard to do, because for not giving up, that means you gotta take a lot of options. You gotta take a lot of opportunity. You will fail. I will fail so many times to get into where I wanted to be. That's unavoidable. Even now, I'm recording this. Even now, right? I just started using GoPro. I just bought it yesterday. I don't even know how to use it properly yet. And my video quality might look shit. And my audio might come out really shocking that you can't even hear what I'm talking. And even, I don't even think that I'm recording. I'm recording, yes, I see the time, which is good. I succeeded, so I learned. But it's all about trying, giving it a shot, but making sure that whatever that you do, there is a purpose. No matter even though you fail, think of something that, you know what, actually I learned how to do things properly. Actually, I know how to make, if I fail this video blog, right, at least I know, oh, actually, maybe my speaking got better. That little things will benefit in future. This is what Tim Ferriss said in the Chase Jarvis, right? Do something that for the sake of hell of it. And it is true. Even though you fail, there is something that you can learn from it, and that can be used in the next idea. And that's a really, really strong kind of a message to me, because it is true. I don't want to fail, and I've been living in a world that I don't want to fail. I want to be success. I want to be number one. I want to do this. I'm like, now my thinking have changed. I was like, I can never be number one. I don't think I want to be, but I want to be a person that I want to be second best, third best, even fourth best, but able to ask questions, able to understand, able to learn every day, because by learning something new, I feel my day is much longer. So I don't want to be number one. I want to be good at something, but I don't want to be number one at something, because being number one, I feel like there's nothing more to it, and I'll be like, what's the point? I don't want to be that one. So I want to be a person that second in the line, and then chasing other people, just like, oh, is that how you do it? Okay, I want to learn, I want to do that, and got better at it. And then I'll be like, okay, is there more person that is better than me that actually do this? I was like, I'll keep searching that person. If I find out, I was like, look, I'm gonna learn from you no matter what. Even doesn't matter, from YouTube videos or those kind of things, like even guitar, learning how to play guitar. You start from learning guitar, I'm gonna be number one in guitar. I say, look, I don't believe I can be number one. Well, I can be good at it, but I want to learn how to play just the guitar, how to be good and impress chicks and gain, mostly for chicks. That's my thoughts. I don't want to be number one, I want to be number two, because I can always look up and chase and get better and better and better and better. I think I talk too much. I think that's my blog for today. Well, not today. Like, I want to do this every day. I want to be a habit. I want to gain this habit of recording myself and just talk crap. Just whatever that comes into my mind, fuck all, I just talk. If you ask me to stop swearing, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna stop swearing, because this is just who I am. This is just who the fuck I am. I just swear. I can't help to swear. I love swearing. I have to say, I love swearing, but I swear in reason. I'm not gonna go to the kids and say, fuck you. I'm not gonna do that, I will say pretty much I'm swearing for myself. Okay, just think of that. I'm actually kicking my ass on myself, and just like, oh, fucking, I hate my fucking myself. Fuck. When I say that, just imagine me that I'm actually saying that to myself.